All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah, Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, who scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you Seminole Indians, West Indians, Haitians, and Brazilians. You are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. And today I want to get into this book again. All right, Bloodlines of the Illuminati. All right, written by Fritz Springmeier, which talks about the bloodlines of the Illuminati. All right, the wicked elite banking families. All right, it goes into their bloodlines. All right, the fake Jewish wicked elite Edomite banking families. All right, now let's see what one of those bloodlines are. Let's go around to page 200. All right, you zoom in. All right, you got the Disney bloodline, all right, which is one of the bloodlines of the Illuminati, man. All right, we all know who Walt Disney is, right? You got Disney World, Disneyland, all right? You people watch Disney movies, you know? All right, Walt Disney, he was a Freemason, all right? And we know what Freemasonry is, man, all right? Freemasonry is nothing but witchcraft and wizardry, all right? Sorcery and Satanism, man, all right? He was big into sexual rituals, sexual and satanic occult rituals and all of that, man. You know, that's why in Disney movies, you know, in Disney images like art covers, you know, you have phallus symbols, you know, penises and all that, which is hidden in plain sight, you know, and all of that. You got a lot of Illuminati and Freemason symbolism in Disney movies and all of that, man. You know? So let's get into it. Let's get straight to the point. You got the Disney bloodline. All right. So let's get to the point, man. All right. Where do I want to start? Let's start right here. All right. Let's get into it. It says right here, it says one of the greatest deception of all time, Disney. All right. Because they use these Disney movies, you know, to brainwash people and all that. All right. Their whole persona, the whole persona of Disney, all right, is just the front, man, all right? It says, for years, I have heard many Americans, all right, say that something is terribly wrong in this country and that things are going to pop. And yet Americans can't put their finger on what exactly is wrong. And when it says, when I first begin to receive reports from victims of Illuminati mind control about Disney's involvement in their mind control, I kept an open ear, but I wanted some tangible proof. After investigating for myself, there is now no doubt in my mind that Disney, the movies and the entertainment parks have been a major contributor, all right, to the demise of America while maintaining a very well constructed front of wholesomeness. All right, in this chapter you will learn why Disney is one of the best deceptions of the Illuminati. All right, this author has read a good portion of what is available to the public concerning Disney. This expose is undoubtedly, all right, the deepest on Disney that has ever been done. Perhaps part of my motivation is that I'm tired of Christians talking and acting like Disney stands for sainthood. Yeah, because these Christians don't know what the fuck is going on, man. They have no idea what's happening. Christians don't know nothing about freaking anything, man. All right, they're some of the most brainwashed people, man. You know? All right, Christians who should have known better are some of the ones who have swallowed hook, line, and sinker the enormous deception that entails Disney. All right, they feed their children, all right, a steady diet of occultism and witchcraft. All right, because they have been programmed to think Disney as wholesomeness and everything that is good about America. All right, many writers over the years have tried to expose Disney All right, most have been stopped before they could get their books published. The few authors who have managed have faced vicious attacks on their character and integrity and have faced enormous struggles against public relation campaigns, all right, paid for by the Disneys, all right, the Disney family, all right. The Disney's power, all right, and the power behind them have frightened most people away from challenging them. All right, but someone needs to speak on the behalf of the victims. Whether anyone listens or not, the victims will know that somebody cared enough to stand up and write the truth. Disney has not only left mind control victims in its wake, but they have harassed landowners, stolen employee ideas, and left all kinds of hurting victims in their path. Disney has risen to become, all right, the unquestionable largest media entertainment conglomerate in the world, and was ranked company number 48 in the top 500 companies of by Forbes 500. All right, let's continue reading. All right, it says observations about how the Illuminati like to hide behind perfect fronts. Yeah, a lot of businesses, you know, and companies, all right, or fronts for the Illuminati, all right, when they're really hotbeds, all right, for satanic rituals and all of that, you know. It says there are numerous Illuminati homes, restaurants, wineries, and other institutions that are today carrying out the same type of strict standards upon their employees that Walt Disney Studios maintained. While Hollywood was immersed in moral filth from the start, Walt Disney Studios had strict standards. In the 1930s, Disney had a dress code that required men in ties and women in sober colored skirts. If a man looked lecherously at a woman at Walt Disney Studios, he risked being instantly fired. What was a shining example of the strictest legalism, all right? Even during the 50s, if an employee were caught saying anything considered a cuss word such as hell, they were instantly fired no matter who they were. What would not allow, all right, it says Walt, all right, Walt Disney, all right, would not allow his male employees to have any facial hair, even though he himself sported a mustache. He never allowed employees to have alcohol at the studios, which might not be noteworthy standard, except that Walt Disney himself drank heavy amounts of alcohol in his private office at work for decades. All right. Initially, Walt was very reluctant to have his young artists, all right, who were being trained by Don Graham, all right, draw live nude models, but reluctantly gave approval. Again, the motive was not to serve God, but to make sure Disney's reputation remained untarnished. All right. With the power of the establishment media behind Disney, Walt had nothing to worry about. News about the new drawing classes and their detailed drawings never reached the light of day. Behind such strict fronts and legalistic morals, cleanliness and soberness, you will often find lots of guilt and high-level satanic ritual. All right. For instance, Hitler, who was, by the way, also a failed artist and who liked mechanical things more than people, obsessively washed his hands many times a day out of guilt. And so did Walt Disney. Walt obsessively washed his hands several times an hour every hour. Walt liked animals and his trains more than people. This author, all right, has seen some altars. This author has seen some altars who were forced to take another human's life. And when they relived the memory, the altars then tried to physically wash the blood guilt off their hands. All right. Another example is that over the years, this author has discovered that many of the exclusive restaurants that are meticulous in every detail are tied in with mind control and criminal activities of the elite. Dirty money is keeping the place looking sparkly clean. All right. A lot of witchcraft behind closed doors. All right, the scriptures say the spiritual wickedness in high places, man. All right. It says Walt Disney worked very hard at maintaining a great image for himself and his company. An example of this is how he exploded in rage and wrote an angry memo when a Disney character was placed in a beer ad. All right, he had a personal image builder, Joe Reddy, who worked full time to build Walt's image. All right, Joe Reddy was a cigar smoking Irishman, all right, who loved the Catholic college Notre Dame's football team. He also was a publicity agent for Shirley Temple. But the Disney deception entails far more than Joe Reddy's decades of image making and Walt's own ability to create good images of himself. Just as with Billy Graham, all right, the entire Illuminati threw their weight behind promoting Walt Disney. Ronald Reagan and Walt Disney were good friends and both cut from the same die in many ways. Both men were high-ranking Freemasons. All right, Walt Disney was a Freemason, man. All right, I think he turned out to be a master Mason too, a 33rd degree Freemason, man. All right, and Freemasonry is nothing but wizardry, witchcraft, and sorcery, Satanism. All right, black magic, magic, It says, both men were high-ranking Freemasons. Both came from socialist backgrounds. Ronald's mother was Eleanor Roosevelt's best friend, and Walt's dad was a socialist leader. Both were paid FBI informants, and both were involved heavily in the abuse of mind-controlled slaves. Walt always generously supported Reagan's political campaigns, and in turn, Reagan did political favors for Walt as governor of California. For instance, Disney's Mineral King Mountain Resort needed an access route through the Sequoia National Park at a time when there was lots of congressional pressure to preserve the last stands of redwoods. Governor Reagan got his friend Disney his road through the park. All right. Reagan served as an MC for the opening day of Disney. On July 17, 1990, he returned with Illuminati TV host Art Linkletter for the 35th anniversary. Ronald Reagan and Art Linkletter both pumped Disney publicly. All right. Another slave abuser that spent time with Disney was Bob Hope. All right. All right. Who would spend time on the golf course with Walt. All right. On the opening day's telecast, cameras showed Sammy Davis Jr., a member of the Church of Satan, and Frank Sinatra, all right, a mind control slave handler, driving the pint-sized Disney ears at the Autopia ride. All right, when Disney celebrated its 50-year anniversary, all right, with a 2-hour special on May 20th, 1991, the program included people like occult Bill Campbell, and was named Best of Disney. All right, 50 years of magic. Yeah, 50 years of witchcraft. All right. For the silver anniversary of Disney World in October 96, the Clintons were invited to help open 15 months of celebration. All right. The theme of the anniversary celebrations was Remember the Magic. All right. A boy and girls club sang When You Wish Upon a Star, a popular programming song. Hillary Rodham Clinton, herself an Illuminati grand dame and a mind control programmer, shared with the audience that she and Bill first brought daughter Chelsea to the Magic Kingdom when she was 4. Roy E. Disney, nephew of Walt, told the public that Disney World is the story of men and women who took hold of a dream and never let go. All right, there is a double meaning to that. Many victims of trauma-based mind control, all right, have taken hold of the illusions that were programmed into their mind secretly at Disney and never let go. All right, I remember there used to be a show, man, on Disney, man, with Selena Gomez. All right, Wizards of Waverly Place, man. All right, all right. There's nothing but wizards and warlocks and sorcerers. All right, witchcraft that goes on in Disney, man. All right, it says among the visitors to Disneyland have all. Excuse me, let me read that again. It says among the visitors to Disneyland have been all the American presidents from Eisenhower to Clinton, and over a dozen kings and queens, as well as Emperor Akito of Japan, Anwar Sadat, and Robert Kennedy, right, who rode the Matterhorn with astronaut John Glenn. Both Denmark's and Belgium's kings, who are in the Illuminati, visited, all right, as well as the dictators of Indonesia, all right, the Shah of Iran, all right, the Ceausescu of Romania, all right. As a side note, Roy E. Disney was forewarned by Arab leader that the Shah was to be disposed. Organizations that have been actively working for a new world order for many years gave big awards to Walt in his early years, such as the B'nai B'rith, all right, and the Chamber of Commerce, all right. In 1936, Walt was given the Chamber of Commerce's annual Outstanding Young Man Award. The establishments Yale and Harvard Universities, it says the establishments Yale and Harvard Universities gave him honorary degrees. Walt Disney biographer Leonard Mosley, who researched Walt Disney for years, as well as writing books on the DuPonts and Dulles brothers, all right, and the Hirohito, wrote in his book on Walt Disney, the studio publicly, all right, the studio publicity machines in the film colony has as usual gone out of their way to try to persuade me as a writer for a powerful, influential British newspaper that this was a city of lawless gods and goddesses full of clean living sanitized stars. All right, now it starts to get crazy. All right, it says it was even more of a deodorized world at the Walt Disney Studio, where the publicity men insisted their boss was faultless, never drank too much, never used swear words, never lost his temper, never quarreled with his wife or family, never let down a friend, and woe betide anyone who tried to suggest otherwise. Members of the resident foreign of local risk, it says members of the resident foreign and local press risk their jobs if they dared to write stories inferring that Walt Disney could be domineering, implacable, and unforgiving. All right. It says the Disney flacks were capable of exerting heavy pressure on editors, proprietors, or through the advertising pages against anyone who inferred Walt Disney was not the epitome of well-scrubbed and benevolent perfection. All right. Disney is perhaps the epitome of Illuminati abilities to create images. All right. They have created great images for things Disney included. All right. Walt Disney. All right. Disney movies and Disney amusement parks. In some cases, these things have been overrated. In other instances, the sinister side to them have been carefully hidden. In order to make movies that contain the typical smut of Hollywood, sex and violence, Disney did a sleight of hand and created subsidiaries which Disney runs, which has allowed them to keep their good image. They also never showed the public the hardcore porn, all right, that was made for years in secrecy for the elite. All right. Behind Disney's good front lies hard porn, snuff films, white slavery, Illuminati mind control, and the seduction of several generations into witchcraft. All right. Disney's involvement in these kinds of things will be explained in this chapter. Nobody has sold America witchcraft as well as the Disney brothers. Movie after movie has clearly brought the occult into warp and woof of American thoughts and under the disguise of entertainment. For instance, it was Disney that brought us cannibalism and told us that it was a triumph of the human spirit. All right. Let's see. It says a direct quote from Disney's Touchstone producer Robert Watts, all right, concerning Disney's movie Alive, featuring survivors of an airplane crash who turned to cannibalism, all right, under the disguise of entertainment and showing us how triumphant the human spirit was. They subtly promoted cannibalism. Mickey Mouse plays a leading role in The Sorcerer's Apprentice. And yet, when this author has suggested that Disney movies aren't wholesome, many Christian parents come unglued and have gotten angry with this author. Yeah, because these Christians are the most brainwashed people on earth. They have no idea what is happening, bro. No idea what is going on. No idea what is happening. They're so far from the truth, bro. They have no idea. Bro, it's crazy, bro. It's so crazy, bro. Because I see it in my own family, bro. Because I come from a long line of Christians, bro. And I'm the only one that knows this truth. And I'm the only one that the Most High has woken up. All right? The Wada Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You know? And it's crazy, bro. Like, bro, they living in a completely world that doesn't even... is an imaginary world, bro. Basically, they're too gone in the matrix, you know? It says the deceptive image that Disney movies are wholesome is a triumph in Illuminati deception. Parents would be surprised that it slipped into cartoons, all right? In Disney's The Little Mermaid, the castles are male sexual organs, and that's true, man. All right, the original cover of The Little Mermaid, the castle was made out of penises, man. You know, matter of fact, let's see if I can find that, all right? I found it before. Let's get it, all right? The original, The Little Mermaid cover, all right? Let's get it. Right here, boom. The castles is made out of penises. Look at this, man. You know? You see right here, look. Look at this. Look at all this, bro. It's all phallic symbols. And that's what we're reading right here. It says, in Disney's The Little Mermaid, the castles are male sexual organs. Come on, bro. Look at this, bro. Penises, scrotum, penis. You know? And then the modern day, look at all this, bro. All right, because Walt Disney, he was a Freemason, man. Freemasonry is nothing but sexual rituals, satanic sexual rituals, and porn and witchcraft and wizardry and all that, man. You know. All right. It says in one cartoon, Mighty Mouse is shown without comment clear. Let me read that again. It says in one cartoon, Mighty Mouse is shown without comment clearly snorting cocaine. Walt Disney Studios chairman Joe Roth is in charge of Walt Disney, all right, as well as subsidiaries Touchstone, Miramax, Hollywood Pictures, which were all created to camouflage the Disney production of adult films. All right, Disney operates in a clandestine manner, all right, regarding the promotion, distribution, and rating of the films produced by their subsidiaries. Ooh, all right. It says Roth oversaw Disney's subsidiary Hollywood Pictures, Avita Film. Avita has as its main star Material Girl Madonna. All right, Madonna is in reality a mind control slave who has appeared in numerous underground porn and ritual porn movies. Wow. All right. It says this author has an underground catalog from a porn business that has recently changed its location of business. The catalog offered a film of Madonna performing an actual blood sacrifice. All right. Excuse me. These celebrities, these people that sit in high places, these celebrities, whether they're in the music industry, Hollywood industry, all right, they're all brainwashed slaves. All right, they're all puppets for the Illuminati. All right, they're all Freemasons, witches, and warlocks. All right, they all do satanic rituals, and that's how they gotten to be rich and you know, to be famous and rich and all that, man. All right, because they perform sexual orgies and blood sacrifices and all that, man. All right, she also was the main actress in Disney's Dick Tracy film, which is reported to be used for mind control. During an Arsenio Hall show, Madonna, all right, who as a guest acted, all right, dissociative, all right, was picked up by the cameras during the show kissing her Baphomet ring. Wow. All right. Disney controls the products that are associated with the movies of their subsidiaries. In Avita's case, they are marketing hats and other items as just one more of Disney's countless artificially generated consumerism campaigns. In Ruth Stein's interview of Madonna appeared bored with plugging Disney's consumer products. When asked about the tango dress and hats inspired by Avita that popped up in stores after the film, Madonna said, "Believe me, I have nothing to do with it. Disney is pushing the whole thing." All right. In one interview, Madonna states she wants her daughter to grow up knowing Catholicism. All right. But she doesn't believe that it would be good for her daughter if Madonna married the father of her child from Lourdes Carlos Leon. All right. In another interview, Madonna says, "Actually, I am a very good role model because I say," in another interview, Madonna says, "Actually, I am a very good role model because I say, look at these. I say, look, these are my standards." She then goes on to plug homosexuality, same-sex marriage, and single families in the interview. Walt Disney stated that it plans to release an album by Danzig, a heavy metal band whose song contains dark themes. All right. The Disney press release announces on, excuse me, let me read that again. It says the Disney press release announces on its byline Mickey Mouse is going heavy metal. Disney's album Black Acid Devil was due to hit the music stores October 30, 1996 during Halloween time. According to Disney, this music has no satanic reference but does have dark gothic and sexual overtones. Glenn Danzig denies that he is a Satanist. All right, and I'm gonna just end it right here. All right, I'm gonna make a part 2 to this, man. All right, if it be the Lord's will. All right, so I just want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All right, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, all right, who taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. The you know, Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, peace and mercy unto you. You Negroes, you Latinos, you Native Americans, you are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so into the next one, Shalom.